Hello, I'm Nurdiansyah. I will be presenting on research allocation for the final exam of the Effective Project Management course taught by Dr.Dewi Nusraningrum, M.Si. Research allocation is a pivotal in project management involving strategic resource distributions. These sessions will explore efficient allocation techniques within project frameworks, and Dr. Nusraningrum guidance has been invaluable, and I am honored to share insights under her mentorships. Join me as we discuss methodologies, challenges, and best practice in optimizing resources for project success. These presentations mark the culminations of our semester's learnings, and I'm excited to delve into this crucial aspect of effective project management with you all. In the realm of project management, a fundamental challenges arises from the competitions among projects for limited resources. These resources, whether they are tangible assets or human capitals, exist within a finite supply, creating a scenario where a project contends for their utilizations. Resource allocations encompasses the strategic distributions and management of these resources, addressing two primary categories: those consumed during project execution and those that remain unconsumed or available for future use. The primary objective of resource allocation is to optimize the utilization of these limited supplies. It's about maximizing efficiency and effectiveness in deploying resources to achieve project objectives. This process inherently demands making trade-offs, where decisions must be made regarding how to best allocate resources given constraints. These constraints often manifest in two main forms: times and resource. Project frequency encounter situations where they are either times constraint, needing to achieve objective within a specified time frame, or resource constraint, facing limitations on available resource despite the project demands. Consequently, effective resource allocation involves navigating these constraints, making strategic decisions, and often compromising in certain areas to ensure the most efficient use of available resources. In essence, resource allocation in project management involve a delicate balance where manager must weigh competing demands and make judicious decisions to optimize resource utilization within the confine of limitations imposed by time and available. Successful resources allocation is pivotal in ensuring project success and achieving desired outcome despite inherent constraints. Expediting a project involves accelerating its progress by reallocations resource or adjusting schedule to meet deadline more rapidly. The critical path method, or CPM, is a powerful tool in project management used to schedule, analyze, and manage complex projects. It involves several key components, primarily focusing on time and cost estimations. Firstly, CPM begins with normal durations estimate for each activity within a project. These estimates are based on regular conditions and resources. Alongside during estimates, normal cost projections for each activity are also determined, encompassing the expected expenses at the regular pace of work. However, Projects often face time constraints, necessitating quicker completions. To address this, crash duration estimates are calculated for each activity, representing the shortest possible times to complete an activity by allocating additional resources or altering schedules. Correspondingly, crash costs the expenses associated with completing an activity in the shortest durations are identified. The difference between the normal duration and crash durations, along with the variance in normal and crash costs, form the basis for decision making. The crash cost per day illustrates the additional cost incurred for a third day to expedite an activity. The formula used to determine the optimal course of action involves subtracting the crash duration from the normal duration and the crash cost from the normal cost, and and then dividing the result by the difference between crash cost and normal cost. This formula essentially calculates the incremental cost for expediting an activity per unit of time saved. A lower value indicates a more cost-effective acceleration strategy. It aids project manager in making informed decisions about which activities to expedite based on cost implications, allowing them to focus resources efficiently to meet project deadline. By utilizing the critical path method and its associated calculations, project managers can systematically evaluate trades-off between times and costs, enabling them to make strategic decisions to expedite project completions while considering financial implications and resource allocation effectively. Project cost versus project duration illustrates the relationship between expenses and time in case scenario. It showcases how increasing project speed, reducing durations, impact overall project costs. This analysis provides an insight into cost implication for expediting activities. As project duration decreases, fewer crashings costs tend to rise due to increased resource utilization and potential overtime expenses. The graphical representations help managers visualize the trades-off between times and costs, aiding in decision-making to achieve optimal project completions, balancing budget constraint with the need for timely delivery. Excel solvers is a powerful tool used in project management to optimize project schedule by creating activities to meet specific deadline while considering cost implications. Target cell. In this context, the target cell refers to the objective or the parameter we aim to optimize or achieve using solver. It typically represent the project durations or completion time. By changing cell, these are the variable or parameter that can be adjusted or altered to achieve the desired outcome in the target cell. In project tracing, this cell usually represents the duration of various project activities. By changing this value, solver determines the optimal combination that minimizes the project durations while staying with defined constraints. Constraints are the limitation or condition imposed on the solver to ensure realistic and feasible solutions. These constraints might include budgetary limits, availability resources, or maximum allowable acceleration for specific activities. They ensure that the solution provided by solver is practical and achievable. Using Excel solver involves setting up the project schedule as a model within the spreadsheets with activity durations as variables that can be adjusted. The objective is to minimize the total project durations while considering the associated costs. For instance, if a project manager needs to meet a strict deadlines, they might set the project completion times as the target cell to minimize by changing the durations of specific critical path activities. Solver then iterates through various combinations to find the optimal scenario that minimize the overall project duration without violating specified constraints. Constraint might include in limitation on how much each activity duration can be reduced, creates or budgetary restrictions on additional costs law for crashing activities. Solver helps in determine the most efficient allocations of resources and time by providing the best schedule scenario that meets project deadlines while considering cost implication. It's an invaluable tool for project managers, allowing them to make informed decisions regarding resources allocations and project pricing strategies to meet stringent timelines while staying within budgetary confines. Fast tracking is a project management strategy often employed primarily within the construction industry to expedite project schedule by overlapping or commencing certain project phases currently. This approach notably involves initiating the construction or implementations phase before completing the entire design and planning phase. In conventional project management, phase progress sequentially with each subsequent phase reliance on the completion of the predecessors. However, fast tracking allows for the overlap of phases to compress the overall project timeline. This methodology is practically suitable when a significant portion of the work is routine or when certain aspects of the project can proceed independently without waiting for the comprehensive completion of preceding phase. For instance, in constructions, basic structural elements might commence while detailed design are still in progress, accelerating the project timeline. This approach demands a higher level of combinations and communication among various project teams, as a change or adaptations in one phase might influence concurrent phase. Additionally, it requires a comprehensive risk management plans to mitigate potential issues that might arise due to overlapping phase. Fast tracking offers benefits by potentially reducing project durations, accelerating time to market, and enabling quicker revenue generations. However, it also presents inherent risks, such as a rework due to design change or unforeseen issues discovered later in the project. It's crucial to note that while fast tracking can be advantageous, it, it may not be suitable for our project or industry. Project considering this approach must evaluate the trades-off between time, cost, and potential risks. Moreover, it's vital to maintain quality standard and ensure that overlapping pace do not compromise the project overall integrity. Resource loading involves assigning a resource like manpower or equipment to specific project tasks, outlining when how much of its resources in needed throughout the project's duration for effective planning and utilizations. Resource loading refers to the allocation of particular resources, such as manpower, equipment, or the materials, designed for specific activities within a project's schedule at precise time intervals. Typically present as a list or a table, it outlines the quantity and timing of these resources required for each task or project phase. This detailed schedule aids project managers in effectively organizing and managing resources, ensuring they are available when needed and optimizing their utilization throughout the project life cycle. These comprehensive breakdowns enable better planning, facilitating smoother project execution and minimizing resources relating bottlenecks or shortages. The action plan for producing the steelmaking processing video spans from March to May. It involved various stages such as creating, filming, editing, and finalizing. Uh, Initially, March focused on script development and pre-production arrangements. April sees the film space capturing still-making processes. Post-production editing and finalization occur in May. A Gantt chart visually illustrates the timelines, the deficient tasks, the defined size and durations, ensuring a structured workflow for each phase. This comprehensive plan ensures systematic executions, enabling timely completion of the video production while maintaining quality standards throughout the process. Resource leveling involves smoothing out resource allocations peak and valley, ensuring the balancing workload throughout a project, avoiding resource overloads and shortages by adjusting schedule or task. The resource allocation report for the scriptwriters highlight key activities with their respective durations and start dates. The scriptwriting task span from March 1st to March 15th, covering 14, 14 days period. Simultaneously, the proposal should thus begin on March 1st and concludes by March 7th, lasting 6.5 days. Another phase, revising the script, is scheduled from March 31 to April 7 April, spanning 6.63 days. This report outlines the specific timeframes allocated for each task, providing a comprehensive overview of the scriptwriter's workload. It aids in identifying potentially overlap or gaps, ensuring effective utilization of the scriptwriter's time while facilitating a balancing distribution of tasks throughout the defined periods. The graphic resource allocation report for the scriptwriter depict their workload. In blue, allocated units show the planned workload. However, in gray, representing over allocations, the scriptwriter is overburdened, marked by an excess of to fixed units. This visualization highlights the periods where the scriptwriter's capacity exceed their availability, signaling potential strain or inefficiency during those intervals. It's a crucial visual aid for managing their workload, indicating the needs for adjustment to ensure a balanced and manageable schedule for the script writers. The graphic resource level report for the scriptwriters display allocated resource in blue. This visualization representations indicates the schedule workload for the scriptwriters, was showing the balanced allocations of resource across various tasks or time periods. It helps ensure a more even distributions of workload, uh, preventing overburden and optimizing the script writer's efficiency throughout the defined time frame. The daily resources loading chart illustrates the scriptwriter's workload for the videotape project after leveling. It outlines the daily allocations of resources, ensuring a balanced and manageable schedule for the scriptwriters across the project durations. The finalist Gantt chart schedule for the videotape project showcased the level allocation up to script writers and the producers. This visual representations delineates tasks, durations, and dependency, ensuring a balanced workload among the scriptwriters and the producers. The level schedule optimizes resource utilization, preventing overload and facilitating smoother collaborations, ultimately enhancing efficiency and ensuring timely completion of the project. The 34 the 34-week resource loading uh, chart outline a software engineering group's workload. The x-axis represents time in weeks, while the y-axis the requested number of people. Over 34 weeks, a total of 28,282 labor hours are allocated. However, the chart reveals that 1,747 hours exceed the capacity line, signifying potentially overloads during certain period. This analysis indicates fluctuations in resource demand throughout the project duration. Managing this fix is crucial to avoid burnout or inefficiency. It highlights the need for resource optimizing strategies like redistributing tasks or adjusting schedule, ensuring a balanced workload and optimal performance across the 34 weeks timeline. The research loading or leveling involved to 28,282 required hours. However, the group capacity is to 28,560 labor hours. Adjusted for holiday, 504 hours, and vacations, 880 hours. This total is 29 29,944 hours, exceeding the required labor. The uncertainty lies in potential disruptions from holiday and vacations, affecting the available labor hours, creating a surplus that can offset unexpected delay or additional workload. This analysis highlights the needs to accommodate uncertainties in research planning, ensuring a buffer to manage unexpected events without compromising project timelines. The analysis saw available hours after adjustment for holiday and vacations at two, 27,176, around 1,100 hours less than required. This 1.04 ratio implies a slight shortage in labor availability. As uncertainties like workers falling ill, thus not ready when workers are available, or unexpected changes order could further impact resources available. Work illnesses might reduce available hours, while unprepared tasks can lead to idle time for worker. Change order might disrupt planned schedules, requiring additional resource or causing delay. These uncertainties emphasize the need for contingency plans, flexible scheduling, and agile resource management strategies to adapt to unforeseen events, ensuring efficient resource utilization despite potentially disruption in a project timeline. Effective resource allocations stand as a cornerstone for project success. It entails prioritizing, balancing, and adapting resources to harmonize with project requirements efficiently. Clear planning ensure initial align, while constant monitoring allow for timely adjustment. Flexibility emerges as a vital factors, enabling adaptations when faced with unforeseen challenges. Maximizing resource utilization hang on the strategic deployment of manpower, financial, and materials. Such judicious distributions not only ensure efficiency project execution but also align with organization objectives. Ultimately, the interplay between clear planning, continuous monitoring, and adaptive flexibility serve as a catalyst, ensuring optimal resource utilization and driving project toward successful completion while meeting organization goals. Thank you all for your attentive participation throughout my presentations on resource allocations. Your engagement and interest have been greatly appreciated. Your willingness to listen and contribute has made this session truly fulfilling. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share insights and your involvement until the end has made this experience meaningful. Thank you for your time and attention. It has been pleasure presenting to such an attentive audience. Thank you.